Hey YouTube, this is another video. No more Amazing Spider-Man. We're going on to the rest of my comic book collection. This video will look at the other individual issues I have, and then we'll do another video of just some of my graphic novels. Won't show off too many. Maybe I'll just take a look at the shelf and show you guys what I have. Let me grab something off my shelf real quick that'll go along with this. And we'll start off with it. Okay, here we go. We have a graded 9.8 Marvel 1602 number 2. Marvel 1602 is probably my favorite Marvel Knights series of all time. I just freaking love it. Never been so engrossed in a story in my life. 1602 would probably be my favorite storyline outside of the regular Marvel universe itself. I'll probably talk about that more when we get to the graphic novels too. But I'll put this back over here. And there's just a glance at a few of my graphic novels. Okay, let's move on. We have Daredevil, the Volume 3 Daredevil when renumbering, where we have Kevin Smith and Joe Quesada. The iconic cover. Just a great series. Huge fan of Kevin Smith's work. Issue number 2. And issue number 3. You see a lot of this stuff in the movie, although nobody's a fan of the movie that I know of. It is a okay movie. Like, if you're a fan of Daredevil, you just have to watch it. Spider-Man 2099, or I'm sorry, Daredevil 2099, which this is the only issue where he's ever featured that I know of. Here, one of my new buys that I buy every month. We've got Origin 2, huge fan of the original Origin series. This one's turned out pretty okay so far. Issue number 1, the cover is just awesome. It's got a flip on it so that when you flip it, the wolves are still there, but the claws are removed. Origin 2, issue 2. Issue 3, and this is what we got so far. Might get another issue Wednesday, I believe. It's going to be a 5-part series, so we're almost through with that. Deadpool number 11, where he goes back in time, visits Spider-Man. Just love Deadpool, and if you haven't read any Deadpool and need a good laugh, do read Deadpool. Deadpool the Gauntlet, this was a giveaway issue at the comic book store recently, but it's part of a whole series, so I thought I'd grab it anyway. And we have more Kevin Smith for Green Arrow number 1, the Quiver storyline. And then we get into one of my favorite comic book series all time, definitely my favorite indie series, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Color Classics. They reprint the original Eastman and Laird stories in color. And then we have, I've got every issue up to date so far. We've got issue number 1 reprints, of course, issue number 1. Number 2. I just love this series. So much better than anything else out there for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And I've been a huge fan of the Turtles since I was a little kid. Number 3. Raphael one-shot. First appearance Casey Jones when you go to the original Eastman and Laird stuff. Number 4. I encourage you guys to jump onto this series and read it. The last issue was one of my favorites. They're in volume 2 now, so the first Color Classics is done. Probably get the whole series pretty cheap, and then we're in volume 2. Issue number 5. Number 6. Michelangelo one-shot. A lot of, when I introduce people to this series, they ask why they don't have the colored bandanas. Is because that was only done so that in the cartoons so that kids don't get them confused. In this, all the bandanas are red, and I am completely fine and actually prefer it to be that way. We have issue number 9. And if you notice, this skipped from 7 to 9 because issue 8 couldn't be printed off because of legal reasons. I won't get into that very much. Just look up Cerebus the Aardvark and it'll probably be mentioned. We got the Donatello one-shot, tribute to Jack Kirby. Leonardo one-shot. Issue 10, The Return of Shredder. I'm going to be looking at the next con I go to, which I've got a video on, be doing more videos about, where I'm going to be looking for some original TMNT stuff. Issue number 11. And then we go to volume 2, we have issue number 1, which I can't tell you what these cover, I'll have to look it up, because it skips around so much on volume 2, which I don't really like, but I guess it's covering the better storylines, I don't know. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. And I do know with the current issue number 5, I believe it covers issue 19, because I looked it up. But yeah, I encourage you to get that. One of my favorite series. And then we got another current series I've been buying, the Star Wars, based on Lucas's original draft. This is issue number 0. Came a little later, and then I think it came after issue 4 or issue 3. It's an 8-issue miniseries or maxi series. Been such a fun thing to check out. If you're a Star Wars fan, I'd suggest you go get it. Here's issue number 1. Completely different. It's kind of weird because you have to keep yourself thinking that this is not the Star Wars universe you know, so it's not going to have all the stuff that you remember. You're going to have to relearn some stuff, and that's what makes it so fun. This is issue number 2. Issue number 3. Issue number 4. Issue number 5. And as you guys have seen before in my latest This Just In video, we have issue number 6. And that is actually it for my single issue collection. I've been digging through. I got rid of quite a few comic books recently. Been giving them to friends and stuff, so that just spreading everything around. We have some time, we'll go ahead and check out some of my graphic novels and get that out of the way. We have The Superhero Women of Marvel by Stan Lee. One of the first graphic novels. Marvel 70th Anniversary. The Thing, Project Pegasus Saga. The origin storyline for Wolverine. Spider-Man Family Ties. Spider-Man Blue, one of the best series to get for Spider-Man, by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sale. The entire 1602. We got 1602, then we got New World, Fantastic Four, and Spider-Man for 1602. Great series. We got the Frank Miller Daredevil with Klaus Janson. We got some Batman stuff. OMAC. We got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in there. This reprints the old Superman from the 1940s. 1939 to 1943 through, that was all put into newspapers. And then up here, can't see it very well, but these are the first 9 digest books for Spider-Girl. And currently reading a couple Avengers stuff. Put those on the shelf pretty soon. But that's been pretty much it. If you guys, let's pull out a couple of these. You got Batman Chronicles #1. This reprints all the original Batman material, like Detective 27 up through Batman #1. So he's got the first appearance of Joker and stuff. That's what's awesome about the Chronicles, is that you get all these good storylines and don't have to pay the thousands of dollars to get to them. These are cool. These are through the Elseworld stuff. We got Daredevil and Batman. And then we got Captain America and Batman. And again, those are from Elseworlds, where they take 2 different comic book companies and make a story out of them. I'm trying to get my hands on the 2 Batman and Spider-Man ones. Fix this on the shelf. We got the Nightfall Broken Bat. That's where Bane puts Batman in a wheelchair for a while. But that's pretty much it. Thanks for checking out my collection, guys. Videos from now on will just be doing tips and this just in and other stuff like that. I will see you guys later.